Hi everyone, welcome to Get Ready with me, Louise. I'm so excited. I get to do 2 videos in 1 week. Who would have thought it? So I do have to go to work, and I actually was just going to film a really quick routine because I'm here by myself because I'm working this evening. And I'm kind of glad I didn't because I've spent an hour trying to make an hourglass palette work, and this is what I got. I can barely see the bronzer, barely see the blush. The highlighter, something else we'll get to in a minute. 30 minutes I spent on bronzer and about 20 on the blush, trying to build it up, and it's still fading. And I don't know what to do about that. This side, not so bad. This one kind of stuck a little better, the blush. But this side, I don't know if you can see it, but like up through here, it's starting to like vanish. And I'm using Refer brushes, so it's not my brushes. My brushes were clean, the whole 9 yards. And the palette I'm referring to is the Deer palette. So that's the bronzer I used, and that's the blush. And the bronzer, you have to be paper white to use, but I didn't think the blushes would be a problem. I really didn't. So I'm picking it up, and I'm just like tapping it at this point because there's no blending. Like, you just can't. Okay, now see, that's on there, right? And I can't go too much or it's going to disappear. But it's still going to disappear anyway. Like, I don't know where it's going. I don't know. This palette, again, I know it's not meant for my skin tone, but I'm not very dark. So even with that said, you would assume, or I would have assumed, it would have still worked. And I mean, it don't even work like using the bronzer on my eyes, like to contour the eye or something. It barely shows up. So that one's just not one I really like, to be fair. I do like the horse, and I do, which is from Sephora, and I do like the swan. Now, yeah, I'm making sure I get them right. The fox one, I can use it, but not the way it's intended. Again, not meant for my skin tone. I get that. I just, for the price that I paid, and I bought them off the Hourglass website, I bought the horse one, of course, off of Sephora. And, you know, maybe if I would have waited till they came to Ulta and I would have got my 25% off discount for being an employee, I wouldn't have. Nah, I still would have been mad because that's a lot of money. But I don't know. I'm kind of wondering if, because that bronzer's been in other bronzer palettes and I know I've made it work. So I'm kind of like, is it possible that mine's just a defect? But then I don't know. Anyway, enough about that. I'm just ranting and raving because those are expensive and I don't want you all to spend your money and then be disappointed because, to be fair, those are one of my favorite holiday launches, and with the exception of that one, I do enjoy it. All right. Anyway, I was going to do a full face, but that took me so long that I'm glad I didn't. Anyway, so we're going to work with the How the Grinch Stole Christmas, the Colourpop. I really didn't get the full collection of this because I didn't see a point. I did get the the palette and the highlighters. I don't know why I thought of Hourglass there. And the highlighters are the Super Shock highlighters, and that is the highlighter I'm wearing. I am wearing the Grew 3 sizes, so it's a pinky highlighter. Very pretty. It's a icy pink, and then this one's this one's 2 sizes too small. This one's more of an icy, like goldy, champagne-y type of mix. It's really pretty. Both of them, beautiful. Super Shock shadows are one of my favorite formulas, so, you know, all's well there. This is the palette and what it looks like. Again, I think it's beautiful. I think that it is a color story that can be used all year long, which is good. There are pups of green, which is good for Christmas. You know, I get all that, the Grinch. But I feel like there should have been a red. I don't know how they could have worked it in, but I do feel like there should have been a red. You know what I mean? It's Christmas. Red, green, silver, gold, which you don't always have to have that. I get it. But, you know. But in the overall scheme of things, I do think that this could be used year long. Um, I don't think this is my favorite holiday launch from Colourpop. I did just recently play with their Frosty one, and I really liked that. It's not my favorite, but I really do like it. I think Rudolph is still my favorite. I know, but I do. All right, let's get started. We're just going to do both eyes. I'm trying to get the energy to go to work. I'm so tired. And you all, Black Friday is so close. I'm like breathing in, ready to brace because like it's long days for me. It's like Black Friday is going to be 4 a.m. to midnight almost. And then it'll be 16-hour days, Saturday, Sunday. Monday, another 16-hour day. And then I think I'm off Tuesday because of Cyber Monday. I said I'd work. I may regret that. I may. But we'll see. So I set my eye base with this color here. And I think we're going to go into ribbons and bows. I was like, I don't even know if I can see that. We're going to go into this shade. I don't really know what shade to go into. I don't know what's going to match the shirt. I was thinking there was a red in here for some reason. I don't know why. I guess I could just do a green look, maybe. I don't know. Pink and green would look good, wouldn't it? We could try it. I mean, mistakes are made. There's nothing we can do about it at that point, but that's got some pigment. I mean, doesn't surprise me. Don't let my voice act like that was a surprise. I've used this palette twice. I used it once in an actual, like, creating a look like right now. And then I used it once with, like, a one and done. I'm not for sure which one I used as a one and done. But I used one of the pink ones. And it was pretty. And it was quick and easy, obviously. Like, one and dones have kind of been my thing lately because I've been working. And, like, I don't have all day. And, like, I'd rather my skin look good, I guess. But yet my love is in eyeshadow in a way. I don't know why. Who knows? I'm sorry, I'm chomping on a piece of gum. To be fair, it's energy gum. Like I said, I'm trying to get my energy up. Some gum, it's got like, it doesn't have caffeine. Because I am trying to watch my caffeine intake. But it's got like vitamins, like the B vitamins and stuff in it. It does have green tea, which I guess is caffeine. I don't know. It doesn't necessarily say caffeine, but maybe that is like the same thing, green tea and caffeine. I'm not a doctor, don't know. But I don't know if that is cleaned off. It's got blue on it where I used the Frosty palette. And I really don't want to get blue in my under eye. Maybe I should just use a different brush. That would probably be the smart thing to do. Alright, give me this brush. And we're going to go into that same shade I just used and run it under the lower lash line. And then I used this new bubble thing. So I got this peach one. It says color correcting balm, dark spot fix, and peach. And then I got one in green. I gave the green one to my daughter to help color correct her redness in her cheeks. And it's been working fine. It feels like a serum. It's thin. And it's been applying well under her makeup, which is great, right? So I thought, well, I'll give that a shot, that one there, for my dark circles. And it is a thin consistency, but I don't think it plays well with concealer. And it's kind of too thin for it to be like a one and done type of thing, like a no makeup type of thing even. And it's quite more orange than it is peach, to be fair. But I'm still testing it, so I'm not really like 100% sure on my feelings with it, but just so you know. Let's take our smaller brush here. Let's go into Stink, Stank, Stunk. Yeah. So I use this one here, and now we're going to use this one here. I'm really not for sure on this look, to be honest. Because I kind of want to go more pink. Not so much green. Because I don't know how it's going to look with this like red sweater. And these shadows are applying nicely. They're building up. They're blending. They're not patchy. The usual. I am going in with a light hand because this shade is pretty dark. But it's blending beautifully. I mean, to be fair, most of the time Colourpop formula is good. Obviously, you have your better formula. And this one is, I would consider part of their better formula. I don't know. But yeah, lately I've just been bracing for the holidays approaching. Because it just seems like they come faster and faster every year. Which that could just be me because I'm getting older every year, you know. And then I'm in retail. Or is any of you all in retail? How do you all handle it? Oh, for my lip today, I pulled out the Frosty kit. I don't know which one this is. Happy Jolly Fun one. It's got Over the Hill Lippy Pencil and First Snow Lipstick. I love this one. And, I mean, I love Colourpop lip liners and lipsticks anyway. And then I topped it with this e.l.f. Burst Bubble. It's their Glow Reviving Lip Oil. And it's in the plumping version. And I just think it went so well together. I really do enjoy that. My cheeks, though, are driving me insane. That I'm just not happy with at all. I know I need to let it go. But I can't. I don't know. What do y'all think? You think green would look okay with this? Oh, I hate it. I don't know what to do. Part of me doesn't think it will work. Like, it won't work with my shirt. I should have worn my green shirt. I really thought there was a red in here. right. I'm going to take my little liner thing, and we're going to go into that same shade, and I'm going to line the lower lash line. Y'all know I love this little brush. It makes the finest line, and it gets right up on the lashes. It's such the perfect little liner brush, worth every penny. That's probably why I got 3 of them. Okay. And then we'll go back into that first shade and blend it out. Okay. I don't know what to do with the lid, y'all. I'm kind of stumped. I mean, I will say there is a lot of pretty colors in here. Like, there really is a lot of pretty. Like, some of them look a lot of, like, kind of similar, too. With just a very little bit of a hint of different, you know what I mean? Like, one's maybe a little more icier, one's more chunkier, one's more pinker. I mean, the green would work, and then I could go in with green mascara maybe and the emerald eyeliner. Let's try it. Why not, right? What do we got to lose? All right. So I guess we're going to go into the shade Cuddly as a Cactus, the darker green. Fingers crossed this works. I mean, this is a pretty green. Definitely holiday green. I can see this. I don't think it necessarily looks good on me, but I can definitely see it looking good on some people. Because again, I feel like eyeshadow looks or makeup looks in general, it's either you wear the look or the look wears you. And you have to be confident in it. And I just don't feel very confident in greens. Even though green my eyes are green, so it kind of, in a way, brings the green out because they're more hazel, I guess. But it kind of, the green will bring the green out in my eyes. But I don't know. I've never been fond of green. Just personally. But with that aside, that is a very pretty holiday green, I must say. I guess let's go into the lighter green. Mr. Grinch. That is a perfect color name for him. It does look like the Grinch's color right there. We'll go into that, and I'll place it in the inner corner. Very glittery. Okay. That's kind of cute, right? Kind of cute. Or I'm just really lying to myself right now to make myself feel good because I have to go to work in this look. And I'm not about to wash it off, so or I'm either going to lie to myself so I can go to work in it, or it really does look cute. Take your pick. All right. And then we're going to use some eyeliner. It's the Tarte Fake Awake in Emerald Green. That's a pretty green liner. Sorry, I'm being quiet. I don't want to poke myself in the eyeball. I do that enough with mascaras. Okay. All right. Of course, now my eyes are watering, of course. All right. Let's take Mount Cupid. I know I'm saying that wrong. This shade right here. Let's just put it in the middle of the lid. Just to see. Like that. Oh, okay. That really brought, I made it look wet, but okay. That's an interesting color. That really, like, okay. I like that. Again, could be lying to myself. Very much so. But I like it. Alright, let's find the Emerald Green Mascara. I've been keeping these in the boxes. I know. I use them all the time. But I just like them in the boxes. That way I can tell them apart easier. I mean, granted, the lids are different, but still. Alright. And again, we're using the Emerald Green. The matte formula in here is nice. I mean, I don't have nothing bad to say about it. I thought it'd be a little more Christmassy. I just didn't think about it. I didn't look at it really closely, to be fair. Or I was confusing palettes, because that happens a lot to me too. But I will say that again, it would be good for Christmas for sure, but it's good for all year long. So that's I can kind of see why they went the way they went. That way, if somebody did get it, they can make beautiful everyday looks and holiday. And really, the Grinch is one of my favorite Christmas outside of Rudolph and stuff. Alright. Do I want to put this on the lower lash line? I guess. A little bit. Oh, lovely. I will say that I do like all these mascaras. I would say as far as color goes, the magenta one's my favorite. Outside, and then of course the black and the brown. I got to clean this eyeball up a little bit, but alright. I think this is as good as it's going to get today. Plus, it is time for me to go to work. Well, I mean, drive to work. Alright. So, overall, not in love with this particular look. But there's so many other colors in here that you could make, you know, a pretty pink look. You can go more like purpley mauve to more like a pinky burgundy. I just think there's a good bit to play with and a little bit of fun to be had in it. Is it a necessity? No. No. Do you like the Grinch? It is cute packaging, you know, or pick and choose what you want out of the collection even, you know. Obviously, usually an eyeshadow palette's going to be my favorite thing in a collection, but not always. And then you have the Super Shock shadows. Whether they're the shadows, the highlighters, the blushes, I love all the formulas. So that's usually what I go for when I see a Colourpop collection. But again, to each their own. It's not bad quality. You won't be, you know, disappointed. And if you think the color story is fun and you can work with it, as in working with the colors, not the formula is good, I think you'd like it, you know. But, you know, who am I? Just a girl sitting in a corner in a bedroom, you know. So take what I say with a grain of salt. Do I regret the purchase? No, because I do think, like I said, I have created like a pinky look using that palette. I used the more purple leaning side and I thought it was beautiful. And then I used one of them as a single shadow and I absolutely loved that single shadow. If I'm not mistaken, it was the one called Stolen Presents. And then I love the Super Shock highlighters, obviously. The only regret in today's video is that Hourglass palette. That's a huge regret. That's a huge I should have returned. But I have found that it's a blessing in disguise because my daughter is paper white, my youngest. So I think that she will really enjoy the palette. Do I think that she needs a palette that expensive? No. But do I think it's going to be something easy for her to work with? Yes, because if it's easy for me to work with, it's definitely going to be easy for her. And I think that she will definitely enjoy it and take care of it. You know what I mean? So in a way, it's not too bad of a loss for me. Would I have rather have my money back? Maybe, maybe. But since that's not an option, it's an option to give it to her and her use it, and at least it's not collecting dust. You know what I mean? So with that said, that's all I have for you today. I'm going to head into work, and hopefully I think I get another day off in a couple days. I think. And if I do, then I will film again. I think I'm going to film with the... Should I do the Mario palette or the ABH palette? So the Nature palette by Mario, Ethereal Nature, or the Embers palette by ABH. Let me know which one you would like to see first. I'm kind of going towards the Nature one because honestly, I've not seen any reviews on the Embers, so maybe I should do that one first. But then the Nature one, I've seen a lot of reviews, and a lot of people are disappointed in it in a way. So I'm kind of curious on my thoughts in a way. But let me know your thoughts, and I'll film with whichever one. At some point, I got to film with them both anyway, so, you know. Well, I don't have to. I want to. But, yeah, let me know your thoughts. Let me know if you picked up The Grinch. I'm curious. I am thinking about picking up the Melt in Edward Scissorhand. I seen the palette in videos, and then one of y'all commented saying you all got it and liked it, and now I'm like, I was on the edge of no, but now I'm kind of being pushed over, so I'm like, oh no, oh no. But let me I'm still thinking about that one, but it's so close, like I'm about ready to just jump. But I'm hoping I did see, I was hoping, but I did actually see they're having a good Black Friday sale, so maybe that's the time to pick it up. Hopefully it'd be a part of the Black Friday sale, I don't know, and hopefully it doesn't sell out. But I'm going to go. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, give it a thumbs up, subscribe, ring the bell, hit all, that way you're notified when I upload, and I will see you all in a couple days. Until then, take care and stay safe. Bye.